Hello friends, George Stunter here. In today's video I'm going to be explaining how to beat Dead Space 2 on hardcore mode. If you don't know what hardcore mode is, or you're just watching this for a different reason, I'm about to explain. Hardcore mode is one of the most hardest difficulties ever. It's 5 steps up. You get 3 saves. If you die, restart at the save that you saved in. If you didn't save, you restart at the beginning of the game. And I'm not just talking about like at the opening, I'm talking about the credits and everything. Now you're going to be wondering who would do this and why would anyone do this? Because if you manage to do this, then you'll be known as the complete one of the most hardest difficulties ever in the games. So, yeah, and when I was playing this difficulty, like hardcore mode, I completed this game with lots of bravery, focus, and because this mode is a little scary for those who are playing it. So I'm assuming that you've finished the game 2 times or more, and you've never wanted to pick up playing the difficulty mode because you're too scared and you might like restart all the way. Don't think about that, because don't think that you can't, because you can. Don't think it's impossible, because it is very possible. Now, I'm about to say about the weapons I used whenever I was playing the game with my weapons. So I'll let you know what are good, what are bad. Alright, so the plasma cutter. You have to have this weapon in your weapon. No matter what's your style of weapons, this weapon is the most important, because I'm not wondering like what's going to happen next while I have my plasma cutter fully loaded and ready whenever someone jumps at me. So you have to have this weapon ready at all costs. Now, a second good weapon is a pulse rifle. Lots of people say that it's not very necessary to bring this gun because it's not that good, but that's all right. People kind of are agreeing with that a little bit. So I still use it, but it's pretty good to use it on the packed, the zombie children. But still, it's pretty good to use when you're low on some ammo. Now, the detonator. This gun is, how do I say it? It's okay, because it's like a trip mine, so you could, like kill yourself, like, when an enemy tries, like, jumping at you, like, try killing you. You'll actually, like, hurt yourself more instead of the enemy, so be careful, but keep your distance away from them. Yeah, the only weapon I would use the detonator is when, stalkers, and the tripod, the elevator tripod. Using the detonator on the elevator is really good. Alright, now the force gun. This gun has to be like the #1 best gun to use whenever you're playing hardcore mode, because its secondary fire is like a contact beam, and it's very, very good. It's good to use, and it could save your life when someone's right next to you. And another weapon, the contact beam. This one's a really good one to use because it can obliterate a person or necromorph on one shot, and it's really, really good. So, also its secondary weapon is good too. You could just knock him down and use its primary gun. Alright, now, the Ripper. This gun is really, really good. The Ripper is a really good gun to use, especially when you use stasis. It's 10 out of 10 to use this gun whenever you're stuck in traffic control, because it's really awesome to use when you're stuck. Alright, now, the line gun. This gun, it is good to use at the beginning, but as soon as the chapters start coming, the reloading is really slow to use, and it's not that good. So, yeah, I recommend not using this gun, only at the beginning of the chapters, at like chapter 3 and 2 and 4. Alright, now, the Javelin gun. Lots of people say this gun is good, some say that this gun is bad. For me, I say it's bad because you need to be a marksman. You need to aim your shots really good. Even though that secondary fire is really good to use in control, still, you need to have good aim whenever you're killing someone or a necromorph. Now, Secret Rifle. Yeah, this gun, yeah, it's it's not that good to use because it takes way too many shots, even when it's very upgraded at its full. So I recommend not using this. As for the flamethrower as well, it's not that good to use even when it's fully upgraded. Now, enemies can fake their deaths now, and when you're going to be wondering, okay, how do I know that they're going to be faking deaths? All right, so when they fall down on the ground and you can't pull off their limb, then that's, or throw something at them or shoot them. But I recommend throwing something at them so you could, like wake them up and like pretend like you're not knowing like they're actually dead, because you don't want like an explorer coming back behind you, and you don't want that happening. All right, now the saves. You're wondering, where am I going to save whenever I'm playing hardcore mode? Well, it's not that hard actually. I found out the ideas where you could save and how good it is. All right, so at the beginning, my first chapter, like where I saved, is at the beginning of chapter 5. And my second save is chapter 9, right before you get on the train, and chapter 11 before you send Ellie off the gunship. And lots of people, they're not that brave because, it's hardcore mode and you die, you get restarted at the beginning of the game. Some people are not that brave, but don't worry, you don't have to save at chapter 5 because you could save at chapter 3, because there are lots of exploders there, and lots of people do get killed there because there's lots of exploders, and it's a pretty scary situation for everybody. Alright, now, and I recommend watching out on chapter 10, because chapter 10 has to be one of the most hardest difficulties ever, and also chapter 13, because those chapters are the hardest ones ever, so keep on mind on that. And I have faith on you people that you can do it. Now, alright, now these are your survival instincts on what to do. You gotta keep your eyes open, your ears. Don't be like, oh yeah, I could do this. Yeah, I'm 100% sure that nobody can stop me. I could do all of this. Don't think about that, because you could die and you'll be like, dang it, I shouldn't have probably said that. But yeah. You gotta know what you're doing. Don't be cocky. Don't be all those things. You gotta be smart, and you gotta know what you're doing. Now, don't buy ammo that you don't need. Don't buy expensive stuff. You gotta save up on your credits, because when you're on chapter 13, getting ready for the final boss battle, yeah, I recommend using some of those credits to buy ammo. But yeah. If you're running low on ammo, don't think that you're like, oh, I could just find more. Don't think about that. Just buy some ammo, okay? All right. Anyways, and also keep away distance from the necromorphs. Yeah, that's what I always say. Use your equipment. Use your stasis. Use everything that you got to stop these monsters from killing you. Now, there is a necromorph that isn't that bad actually. It's the sacks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the sack is like on the floor, the roof. Yeah, what I usually would do, I would usually throw a box or like a body or a spear. So yeah, and after they shoot that yellow explosive, that's where I would use my kinesis to shoot at another one and another one and another one. So it's pretty easy to use. Now, I recommend watching the power node glitch. If you don't know what that is, the power node glitch is very helpful whenever because you could get like lots of them. When I was doing it, I got about 74 power nodes, and it's really useful. You need to upgrade your what I recommend upgrading first. Because if you don't want to watch the power node glitch, that's fine. That's alright. I understand. Probably want to do it like no cheating, like stuff like that. But stuff. Alright, like if you're not watching the power node glitch, here's what I recommend upgrading first. Upgrade your rig, your plasma cutter, your stuff, your weapons. You're going to need all those stuff. First, upgrade your weapons. Oh, not me. Your rig, not weapons. upgrade your rig, and after you're done upgrading your rig and stasis, upgrade on your weapons. You can choose any favorite weapon you want, but still. Alright, so that's all for today, people. Have a good day, see ya, and stay safe while you're playing hardcore mode. I know you guys might be scared when you're playing it. I was a little scared when I was playing it the first time too, but you guys can do this. I have faith in you. You can do it. See you guys.